Magician. Last you saw, I made these fake branches. They were too red and not realistic enough, so I gave it a black wash. And look at how light they are. This was my goal. I want them to be really light so they can be held up by fishing wire so it looks invisible and like it's floating. The plan is coming together. So next I install the drapery, and honestly it's a lot shorter than the website made it look. I put these hooks and they're pretty well hidden and renter friendly. This way I have the option of pulling back the drapes fully or untying them, letting them hang. I think I'm going to steam them again, but this is what it looks like. It is so dreamy. And next up I paint the ceiling green and hide those ceiling hooks. I like to do cheap tricks that are renter friendly, so like this vintage chair had damaged leather and needed to be reupholstered, but that's expensive, so in the meantime, I used leather paint and made it fun. I adopted a cat and she destroyed my furniture. Some people might get rid of furniture because it looks like this, but there are things you can do to save it. This is also my favorite hack to hang anything perfectly. You just use tape and then you level it out and drill right through it. I use it like all the time. I really wanted a giant floor rug that was abstract, but they're like $1,500, so I figured out I can just do this myself for $100. I made myself a lightweight canopy system from scratch so it was renter friendly, and then added these gold hooks to hang it. And then here's just a really simple trick to add more lighting into the house because my living room didn't have lights. And so another renter friendly trick is using rechargeable puck lights. And I just hung up a chandelier into the joist. It's not wired. There's more detail into all of these projects, but so they each have their individual own longer videos on my page. My bathroom was really tiny, so I added some storage space and I switched out the faucet. I'm sorry if I don't respond to everything, but links are always in my thing already.
Go ahead, open it.
I'm scared.
Go!
Oh my god. My shoe rack with everything. Sour Skittles. These are my favorite types of Skittles. Fiji water. Oh, we're fancy. Fiji water. And a look, sitting here. This is comfy. Wait a second. You're letting me eat in my room?
We will talk about that. We will talk about the snack drawer.
And I have a Google Nest. You really outdid yourself. I even have my LED lights in my little bag. And oh my gosh. And this bed is comfy. Thank you, Mommy.
Oh, I'm so happy you like it.
My apologies for the lack of information on how exactly I built my flower chandelier. So I got these flowers off of Amazon. They do come in a bundle of 2, just like how I'm holding them now. And they actually come with a lot of flowers. I thought I was going to run out, so I ordered 2 sets of these bundles. So I'm going to put it in a circular motion that I think would look the best. And I first started separating all the flowers. You definitely don't have to do this, but this is what I decided to do. Just pick them up by 2 and stick them on the ceiling. These are the hooks that I use. They actually stick very well. They're on Amazon, very affordable. They're clear. You can't see them. I personally like them. And so I started to stick them up. I didn't have a game plan. I didn't write out a roadmap or anything. I kind of just was winging it, and I would like make a shaka sign with my hand, and that was my spacing. So I just stuck them to my ceiling. I slid the branches in by 2s, and it turned out really good. And so once I got the main circle done, I went around again and put stickies in between each one of them to make that layer thicker. Then I made one on the inside. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I have the branches kind of supporting themselves from the ceiling. Then the inner one, I just bent the stems at a certain length. But this is how I got it all to stay. I think it looks fabulous. It's been up for 4 days, and so far only one piece on this side has fallen. Nothing else. I mean, it still looks really great and nice and full, but I did remember another piece fell on this side, but otherwise I'm leaving it.
Are your walls empty? Do you need to put stuff on your walls? You don't have any decorations? It It's okay, I got ya. Today we are doing high crafts. What you're gonna need: an old canvas, or really any panel of any kind that you can hang on the wall. Paintbrush and fixings. Old books or magazines that you love enough to look at but you hate enough to destroy. Mod Podge. And if you're getting real fancy with it, glitter, maybe even fake flowers, maybe even fabric trimmings, and probably hot glue. So first, take your old book, and then you're gonna take your picture, and you're gonna crumple it up. And soon you have a shell of what once was. Depending on how big your canvas is, you might need a lot.
Super easy, you're gonna get a touch of Mod Podge on your wet brush, brush down your canvas, and then smack on some of your lovely photos. And once you've got them laid down, use your glue brush, but just use water and just kind of press them down more into the canvas. You're gonna get some paint. I'm using this old kind of crappy paint because it literally doesn't matter. You're just gonna put a little dot of it on top of your canvas because we're just gonna go in and dilute it with water into a color wash, like that. After the paint dries, I add one more layer of Mod Podge. And then after that's dry, I add my extra decorations. And that's it! You have a snazzy decoration! And don't forget to get creative. This works on virtually everything. Have fun!